Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence, where this morning we are bringing you the continuing coverage of the KGL Under-17 Colts Boys Internationals Championship for the year 2025. My name is Prince Anan, and in commentary position I've got NY, who is going to be supporting me throughout 80 minutes of soccer action. This morning it is a battle between the Central region, who are sporting the blue jerseys, and you will see them on your screen in a minute. And they are taking on the team from the Eastern region. Eastern region dared their might last season and performed creditably. And this year they have vowed fire and brimstone to go all the way to the top. Let's see whether that will happen. And they have their #1 supporter in the house this morning to give them nothing but total support for total victory. And I'm talking about the Eastern Regional Football Association chairman. Yes, he's in the house with us this morning. And for Team Central, they are looking hale and hearty. We bumped into some of these young boys at breakfast this morning, and it was a lovely sight to see the camaraderie between these teams. In fact, among all the teams was a good sight to see. Our referees, the Catch Them Young referees, are also ready. They will walk us through what they have been able to study under the eagle eyes of the technical instructors of the Ghana Football Association. And at this stage, it's just the exchange of pleasantries as they get themselves settled in for formalities to take place and for hostilities to begin. We'll be running you through the team sheet as we go along. And for the officials who will be handling today's game, we've got referee Haruna Shaban. He is a graduated student of WA Technical Institute. On lines 1 will be Lamini Abdul Matini from the Dakpoba SHS. He's in Form 3. And then Ayaribo Yemini from Bolga SHS will be on lines 2 with David De Gea from the St. Augustine's SHS, a Form 3 student. So now here are the gentlemen we just introduced a couple of seconds ago, and they are the young men who will handle this morning's encounter. And after the picture taking, we will now have the two captains get close to the officials for the toss of the coin to select the side that they will be playing on. Osei Bismarck is the captain of Central Region, or rather the Eastern region, I should say. We will confirm the Central Regional captain. But for Eastern region is Kaiser. Kaiser is a very strong player. We've seen him in their first 2 matches, and he marshals forces in defense and joins the attack as and when they have to proceed and go forward. And so Team Eastern region are looking good. Their head coach, Kwame Ajiwoda, has also given us an indication that a few corrections have been made in terms of the matches they've played, and that we will see a better performance from Team Eastern in subsequent matches. We'll be talking about Team Central in a minute, but of course, they're all looking roaring and ready and willing to go. The technical teams are ready, the players are ready on the field of play, and the officiating officials are also ready. And a group picture on the final prayer by Team Eastern ahead of kickoff. Central will also do the same. And the KGL Under-17 Championship almost always brings the best out of players in the regions that are participating in the competition, especially at the Under-17 level. Almost always willing to give off their best and to go the extra mile to ensure that not only do they cover themselves in glory, but also give their regions the best. That's the head coach of Team Eastern, Kwame Ajiwoda. We were here with him last season, and so he tells me that, Prince, you are going to see a better performance this season from the Eastern team. And so let's see whether that will come to pass. going through the process, and these young ones, they call it the morale. They give themselves the urge to do their best when they are on the team, when they are on the field. Let's now take a look at how Team Central will also get themselves. There they go. Well, they have their various styles of getting themselves into action. And now that the pleasantries are over, hostilities are definitely going to begin in a few minutes. Team Eastern will be kicking off. Behind the ball is Paul Tofu. Paul Tofu, in previous games, played from deep midfield, joining the attackers and when he gets the opportunity. On the right-hand side of the attack will be Kwame or Kwejo Zebe, the young player in the number 11 for Team Eastern. So, commencement of the first match of the day. Thank you very much for joining us. It's Central Region and Eastern Region who square things off on the field of play. And as I told you earlier on, NY will be supporting with the observations from the commentary point of view. Central are playing from right to left. They're sporting the blue colors. And there they go, first opportunity of an attack. It's a daring run, deciding to go down the left-hand side of their attack. We will see a lot of those runs from Kuka. Kuka is the gentleman in the number 8 jersey, very forceful player. He's won an MVP already in one of the matches. And so obviously a lot will depend on him. Ilias Suisa with a throw, doesn't go too far. Quick organization in defense as they tidy up, try and cross the center line and create more opportunities. Good ball control from Papaiku Kofi. Over the line it goes for an advantage of a throw-in. Throw-in effected by Douglas Nketia. No problems at all for Team Eastern dealing with it, and then they spearhead their attack, and that's a spiteful little run. Holding on to it, trying to create that opening we spoke about earlier. Kwejo Zebe, ball has been taken away from him. They'll still keep coming forward though. Here's Frank Aduma. Another forceful defender, Frank Aduma. He did quite well in their last time, in the last outing.
Yeah, that's some good pressing there from the Central team. They know what the Eastern flanks can do, full of pace. So they had to close up on them anytime they get the ball. And that's a good one from the Central team.
Here we go with the free kick for Team Eastern. Long ball in, nicely brought down by Zebe. Didn't get a full control of the ball. Zebe as he went down, allowing Team Central to clear their lines. That's a push from behind. Sometimes it gets rough on the field. Rafael Tete needs to be very careful.
Yeah, both teams know what they can possess. So this is going to be a very interesting but cagey encounter. Looking at the match day 3 results, Central were able to win over Upper East 2-1. Whereas Eastern drew with Greater Accra Elite B, but they won on the penalty shootout 3-2. And looking at the table, you can see Eastern on the 2nd with 6 points and Central also on the 3rd with 6 points. And that tells you how this game is going to be. Play on your shot there is Zebe Kwejo. Very tricky, pacey winger. You can see the stern look from both players and even on the technical bench. Central and Eastern, anytime they clash to bring out very interesting but tense moment. Free kick taken shot from the central team. Lose possession there, and the Eastern break free there. See what he can do with the ball. He shoots, but it's way off target.
Idea was good. He lined up for the shot, but just missed the direction on it. Eventual shot coming from Apraku Rudolph. And then opportunities will come once again. And again, we take a look at the replay of the intended shot on target. Eastern reorganize themselves. Central will have a lot of defending to do at this stage. Thankfully, they can rely on Prince Ewua, who's manning the central defensive position, to do just that. They cut through now, looking for an opportunity. Not the best of connections they would have wished for. Eastern will build up the attack from the back. Frederick Amuako has been consistent in goal. Ball given away for Zebe. Good move. He gets the advantage of a free kick.
Yeah, Douglas Nketia was caught there. You know how robust he can be. Any 50-50 challenge is going to go for it.
Long searching ball. Zebe is on the offensive. And these two are going to have a very strong battle with, I can tell you that, Evans, Boateng, and Zebe.
Yeah. Evans knows how Zebe Kwajo can be very, very difficult to deal with. And he needs to put out his A game.
Ball ballooned away. It's only 5 minutes gone, but we have clear indications of what these young boys want to do on the field of play. Attempt cut short. Good turn. It's an opportunity to strike on target, and there they go, Team Central. Opportunity for the long drive, headed out. Instructions being blurted out from the technical bench. Keep the ball on the turf. Easton on the offensive. Tidied up nicely in defense. An advantage of a throw-in come the way of Team Eastern.
Yeah. Pace coming from Rudolph Aprako. Putting the pressure on the central defense, and safety first from the central defender.
Headed out for yet another throw-in. Keeping their area safe from any threat, Team Central.
Played 7 minutes, and both teams are yet to settle in their rhythm. Both have 6 points, and it tells you how both teams need to put up their A game. Central in the blue jersey, whereas Eastern on the white and yellow jersey.
Headed away. Pressure will still be on. Yes, Frank. Ball has been taken away from him. Captain comes in, tough battle.
Ooh. That was a very harsh one there, and player number 19 for the central team, Matthew Ofori, will be the first player to get in the books of the referee. You could see that he loses possession there, and he had to clip his opponent. And that is Kaiser Kudomo for the Eastern team, captain.
Goalkeeper directs the defenseman in terms of their positioning. It's an opportunity for Team Eastern to strike one on target. Frank Aduma behind the ball, drills it into the 18-yard box. The header is on. Oh, good reflexes from goalkeeper.
That's a good one there from the Team Eastern. Set piece there, good connection, but it lacked that power. And it's always going to be a good take from the central goalkeeper. They have a free kick. They play shot there. Good shot passes there from the central team. Long one, section 4. He went for the glory there, but that will not trouble the Eastern goalkeeper. Need some tussle there. And find the central team defender on the pitch. Let's take it again. Good delivery there from Frank Aduma, but the connection was good, but lacked that power, which will trouble the central goalkeeper, Kobe Johnson. Long one sent in there, and the ball gets to the Eastern team, but Central retrieves it once more again. It gets to the Eastern team. Good pass there to Zebe. Zebe lays the ball to his colleague. He gets it once again. Loses possession there, and the Central team get the ball. Moves in, and he gets clips.
That was a tough one there. Kuka was on the verge of moving into open space and into enemy territory. Again, some tough defending from Team Central. Eastern, by the way, have created a couple more chances, and that's the tackle that took him down.
Yeah. Not only the Central team can play from the midfield, but they are also quick on the flanks there.
Injury worries for Team Central. But they've also lived dangerously in defense. And anytime Eastern make an effort of coming forward, watch out, especially when they operate from the right-hand side of the attack. Paul Tofu stands in the middle, is always waiting for the support. The deliveries are coming from Zebe, who's wearing the number 11 jersey. And Zebe's support comes from behind, from Frank Aduma, who is in the number 2 jersey. So again, it's not worked to perfection, but they have used the right-hand side of the attack a few times, hoping that they can score points there. But for Team Central, it's been a steady walk in the park. Kuka has been the danger man on the left-hand side of their attack when they're pushing forward. Let's see whether today he would have a good day. That's a long ball in, and it's headed out by Team Eastern, creating a lot more opportunities as Central come forward through Issa Iliasu. Not the best of connections. Giving the opportunity to Team Eastern to do some attacking at this stage, initiating a throw-in.
Both teams are trying to cancel each other with a midfield battle, and that's a good thing to watch. Brings out a beautiful game out of these under-17 Colts Championship.
Kept it in play nicely. Kuka gets a return and goes through the middle. Unfortunately, he loses his concentration and loses his footing as well. But that was some brilliant ball control on that left-hand side for Team Central. Put the ball on the turf now. Let's see whether we can see some constructive football. Both sides have clearly given indications of what to expect. And it's that man who goes down again. Kuka seems to be the busiest player on the field of play as far as Central's attack is concerned. It's pushed forward, but brave header. Nicely controlled, and Central have the advantage. Trying to tear away this time, operating from the right-hand side is Mahmoud Isaka.
That was a poor ball there into the 18-yard from Mahmoud Isaka. Oh, now you can see that a Central team who are keeping possession and trying to exert their supremacy over the Eastern. The Eastern are also trying as much as possible to rely on the counter and on the flanks. They have guys who are very pacey. But of course, you have to note Bukari Kuka for the Central team. Captain Douglas Nketiah for the Central team will be handling business with a throw in. He sends in one.
Nicely laid down. Can Kuka get to it? He can. Kuka believes that he's won a corner kick, but I think it looked more like a goal kick for Team Eastern. Yes?
Yeah, Kuka got the last touch there. And it's a goal kick for the Eastern team. Sent in long one. But it's been intercepted by the Central team. And there they go again. Nice ball flicked in there. Let's see what he can do. And oh, he missed that chance there. Kuka gets in with a rebound, but straight to the goalkeeper.
Another good opportunity for Team Central. Obviously, leaving the ball behind at certain stages, and they need to concentrate and work on some of those little lapses. Referee noticing an infringement, blows the whistle. Player down. And again, it's been a sweet flow of the game from one end to the other. Both have measured their chances, the opportunities that have come their way. It's not been 100% perfection in terms of delivery. Not just yet, but obviously giving every opportunity, and the ball going behind him. Kuka connected, but he went straight into the waiting arms of Frederick Amwako, the goalkeeper. But again, the intent is there. Central would want to take every opportunity as it comes to them.
Central team are pulling their strings bit by bit, getting in with some chances, but not really hitting the target to work the Eastern goalkeeper. On your screen there, Marco Frederick. Ball resumed with the referee having the dead ball to the Central team, sending a long one. And that being connected but intercepted once again. The ball is with the Central team. Good control there from the Central team. Search for Kuka. Kuka sends in a long drive. Goes out. Central team are protesting that a keeper had a touch. And it's a goal kick for the Eastern team. Kuka still pressing his opponent. Eastern with the ball. Sent in a long one, searching back. Good interception there from the Central team. A long one from the Eastern. Central looks very, very disciplined with their defensive duties. Hustle and tussle going on in the middle of the park. But it's Eastern who have the ball again. Spread it to the left wings there. Ball has been intercepted and the Central team have the ball again. What can they do with this ball? Sending a long one. Searching for a Kuko feet, but couldn't really materialize with that. He's a tall dude and he's the spearhead of the attack for the Central team, but it's always going to be overcrowded with the Eastern defense. There comes Kuka again. Long searching ball, couldn't meet a target, but it is Zebe who will be doing the chasing on, but still the Eastern team with the ball. Stringing in some good passes there, and the ball gets to Zebe Kwajo. He takes on, but Central defenders always get close to the danger man of the Eastern team. You know what he can do? The ball is with the Central team. He takes on one opponent, still with the ball.
Some good footwork there from Mahmoud. Goes through the middle. This should be easy for Papa. It was coming. They were working at it. Papa Eku Kofi at the receiving end. Not in the first goal of the morning for Team Central. And the build-up was sweet, and I like the telepathy between the Central players, especially Mahmoud, controlling the ball beautifully on that side of the field. Then raising the opportunities for Team Central as he laid on the pass, and all Papa had to do was a simple tap. 1 goal to the good for Team Central.
Yeah, that was a very, very good perseverance nature from Isaka Mahmoud to assist Papa Eku Kofi. Was a good finish there from Eku Kofi. Team Central are up by a goal in the 19th minute of the first half, and Easton needs to reply as soon as possible. See what he can do with this throw-in. It's Adoma Frank who sends in a long one, or being headed on from upon Prince, but goes straight to the goalkeeper of the Central team, Johnson Kobe.
Well, we did tell our viewers earlier on that the Eastern Regional's #1 supporter is sitting at touchline watching the team, and I'm not too sure whether that is putting a lot of pressure on Team Eastern. But Linford Asamoah Buedu, the chairman of the Eastern Regional Football Association, is here watching the game, and he is watching it closely. And let's not take anything from Team Eastern. They have matched their opponents boot for boot. At first 20 minutes of the game has seen a lot of excitement, a lot of movement, and a lot of fluidity on the part of both players. Central have created opportunities. They've managed to utilize one. We are yet to see whether the import of Paul Tofu, Zebe, and Co. would also yield dividends for Team Eastern. But so far, it looks like it's Central in the driving seat. Eastern are having a lot of defending to do, and they are on the back foot now as Central come forward. Throwing advantage to Team Central. And Nisa Iliasu, he's been effecting most of the throws from this side of the field of play. Pushing through the middle. It's not the best of combinations, but Central still have the advantage. They open up play on the far side. Mahmoud picks it up and wins a corner kick.
Yeah, it's a Central team who are doing so well. A couple of minutes in this first half. Now they win a corner, and it's Easton who gets on the defensive duties. Central throwing some men up front there, and Easton also having quite a number of men to do the man marking. Corner sent in the long one. Good connection there, but straight to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper wasting no time there, sent in a long one. Central defense looks very organized. Have the ball in the midfield. They lose control to the Eastern team, but the ball from the Eastern team player couldn't reach his colleague. Be intercepted, but they have a throw. Sent in a long one, but being intercepted by the Central defense. Sent in another one. Being booted out there from the Central defense, and a return from the Eastern defense too as well. That's a show from the back there from the Central player on the Eastern.
That's a strong one there.
Yeah.
Pushing the back. Referee saw that. Advantage will go to Team Central.
Yeah, Suisa corporate on upon Prince. Yeah, Suisa is down, and the medical team checking on him. And
as head coach of Team Eastern, Kwame Ajeoda, issuing out instructions. He's a firm believer of watching the game from a distance and then having a chat with the boys during the break. This is one of the few times that he's got the opportunity to, you know, speak to the team concerning something. Obviously, they're down by a goal, and so he needs to whip them up into doing in terms of trying to get back on level pegging. That's a very tough one. I'm hoping that Issa will be okay to continue with the game. Ilyasu Issa, he's been very strong, especially on the left-hand side for Team Central. And that's the goalkeeper who's conceded one goal. The Eastern goalkeeper, Frederica Mwako. Couldn't do anything about that. Eastern have a free kick. Let's see what they're able to create from this. Goes deep. Central were there to defend, appeals for the handball. Referee says it didn't happen. And now it's a 1v1 situation. As I said, it back towards goalkeeper. Can he react quickly? Yes, he can. Mwako sends it back into the field. Of course, the Eastern players are now moving up into positions where they can be a threat. Central not perturbed at the stage. Kept in play, nicely done. The Central will work themselves and get back the possession. That's a long surging ball, controlled and brought down nicely. Can he get a shot on target from there? Very difficult for him. Goalkeeper scrambles for it, but was it in play?
Yeah, that was some tough stuff's going on there. And the man, Zebe Kwajo, he has moved from the right flank to the left flank.
Exactly, exactly.
And that tells you how the Eastern team are eager to get an equalizer. They have a corner. Let's see what they can do with this.
Opportunity coming for Team Eastern. It goes up. They still have it though. They need to reset the pace again. Long into the 18-yard box. Central will clear, and then the big boots for the clearance. It's a lovely one too, but he pushed it on Frank a bit too far. But Eastern still putting the pressure on their opponents. Can we see something positive out of it this time? The shot is fired from a distance. Goalkeeper went down for that. Yet another corner kick, and I think Zebe's switch from the right-hand side to the left has given some form of edge in the build-up for Team Eastern. He was having problems on the right because of the presence of Issa. Corner kick comes in. Clear header out of danger zone. And then he goes over the line. Central will still have the advantage. 26 minutes gone in the first half. Central lead by 1. And Ilyasu Issa, he's the reason why Zebe has had to switch to the left-hand side of the attack. Let's see whether it will bring any benefit to Team Eastern. Yes, Tofu. All has been taken away from Tofu yet again. They are creating the corners, and creating the opportunities. They are yet to hit the back of the net. But at least that's some positive play. And I can see Linford Gwedu from commentary box. He's nodding his head in appreciation.
Yeah, you can see that they will make sure that the ball don't hit the target. They have strong men at the defense to clear the corner kicks anytime it comes. And you see that's what they do again. The Central team are very compact in the defense, and it's making the Eastern team find how they can get into the Eastern Central defense. Referee gives a stern warning to the Central team player, Sam Ekas.
Here comes the free kick for Team Eastern, and again dealt with. But on the average, I think the defenders of Team Central are very tall.
Yeah, very tall, and they don't have any problems dealing with.
That's the ball controlled nicely. But again, the impact on the shot was not the best. Team Eastern looking good, that opportunity. Obviously, Prince Opon could have done much better, but he controlled it nicely with one foot, turned, and then delivered with the other foot.
Yeah. This Team Eastern, who are trying as much as possible to get something out of the central team defense. There was a show from behind there from Isaka Mahmoud on Tete Raphael. Tete Raphael is okay, and Eastern have a free kick. A long one being sent in there, and it's been dealt with the central defense. Central player having the ball, still keep possession with the ball.
Yeah,
loses possession there.
He overdid it on that occasion, beating one man too many. But what matters most is that Central looked very organized in defense. And everything that has been thrown at them, they've been able to marshal forces to deal with it. Meanwhile, injury worries for both sides. So we have done half an hour, 30 minutes. Into the last 10 minutes, we go as we muscle on to the end of the first half. Central Region 1, Eastern Region 0. A couple of fresh limbs warming up. We could see one or two changes as the game progresses. That's Kuka. Kuka is the live wire for Team Central. What a player he is.
Yeah, what a player he is. He's always bringing out that sparking nature from Team Central. And there goes the goal again from Team Central. Was some good flick there from Papa Eku Kofi, but good work done there from Isaka Mahmoud. Sent in that beautiful ball there, and Papa Eku Kofi had to just put in that good finish. Just one touch on the ball, and Papa Eku Kofi on your screen there for Central team.
And Kwame Ajiuda, the head coach, would share a moment with his assistant. They need to come up with a strategy that can outlive and outpace the defense of Team Central. So far, Team Central holds the blue ribbon. Game continues. Eastern trying to come through the flanks again. That didn't work. Ball goes out, advantage. Will come to Team Central. Adumako with the throw. Oops, oops, oops. That must have been painful. And it's the yellow card flashed to Kuka. Ooh.
Yeah, he caught him there.
Clip, yeah.
Caught him there, Isaac Kuka. Bukari Kuka caught him there, and you can see the pain from Adoma Frank. But it wins them a free kick, and let's see what they can do. Many a times they've got this set pieces, but Central team defense are very, very aware of how to deal with those threats.
Two-man wall formed by Team Central is going to be whipped in by Frank Adoma. Easy clearance for Team Central. But let's also pay attention to the man who's on the attack in terms of trying to defend the ball to go the way of Team Eastern. Jersey number 6, Francis Agble Monami. He seems to be mopping up everything they have in midfield and then urging the strikers to go into positions. Eastern come forward. long passes are not that effective. But they maintain their composure. Here's Monami. Good footwork. Oh, lovely play. Monami lays on the pass, but there's no chase up. There's no run up.
Yeah, I was searching for upon Prince or Rudolph Aprako to get that chase on, but they left it for no one. Tofu Paul was the only one struggling to get there. And some way, somehow, as the Central team who have been able to minimize the attacking threat of the Eastern team, done about 34 minutes in the first half, and we are yet to see any daring attack from the Eastern team on the Central defense.
Yeah. I'm sure because of that, they would want to bring on some fresh limbs. They have just about 5 minutes opportunity coming the way of Team Central, but nothing would come out of that. I see the coach preparing James Affle to come on for Team Eastern, but again, it was a deep cross. The header was on, but not the best of headers from Prince Opon. No effect whatsoever on Team Central. Easy job for Johnson Kobe to kick out. And then on the far side, there's a run for it. Can he get to it? Present always. Kuka using his speed to advantage.
Yeah, Kuka has that speed, but good clearance there from Adoma Frank from the Eastern team. Central have a corner, and they have tall guys who can deal with the aerial threat, but the Eastern team needs to be careful.
Corner whipped in by Boachi Dankwa. Headed out nicely. The threat is still there though. Ballooned into the air.
Yeah. That was a poor execution there from the Central team. Should have gone for the option, whip the corner, keep the cross in again, so colleagues can do it. You have guys who are very tall. That can be an aerial threat to the Eastern team.
Pushed on by Zebe, doesn't go too far. Zebe has a second opportunity, gives the ball away. Eastern will come forward now. Let's see whether they can have an advantage this time around. The turn was quick and swift, but the ball was moving faster.
Yeah, things are not working too good for the Eastern team. Zebe Kwajo has been very quiet upon Prince, Rudolph Aprako, and even Tofu Paul are the danger man up front for the Eastern team. But today against the Central team defense have been able to sideline them, and they've been very quiet.
Yes, Issa with the throw. It obviously will go out of play. Aduma will leave that for the advantage of the throw, quickly effected. Tofu rose to the occasion, but misdirected. Free kick, says the referee. So far, so good. Catch them young referees performing wonderfully well. Haruna Shaban is the man in the middle. A graduated student of the WA Technical Institute. He's just 19 years of age.
Smaila Bukari Kuka, the player on the pitch, seems having something not really sitting well with him. And the medical team are there to check if he's okay to continue. He has been one of the players in the Central team to be causing problems to the Eastern team. And there's a little talk from the technical bench of the Eastern team on Adoma Frank. And there you can see the Eastern team players also having a bit of a chat there to see if they can pull one back before they go for a recess. Clock is ticking, and wait to see how the Eastern team are going to respond. And a long one way off target. The idea was there, but the execution was poor. Adama Frank, he's been very good on the lateral for the Eastern team, joins in that attack when necessary, and always aware with his defensive duties. Goal kick to the Eastern team.
Well, NY, the Central Region team seems to be in a little bit of a fix because their danger man Kuka is out injured. And they're trying their very best to see whether they can get him back onto the field of play. And that was the worrying faces we saw during the break for the free kick. The advantage has been given to Central Region, and he's back on the field of play.
He's a strong lad there, Ismaila Bukari Kuka.
Battling for supremacy on the far side. That was the Mahmoud in contention, but he gives the ball away. Team Eastern have the advantage to initiate an attack, and this they will do from the rear. Rafael Tete takes it all the way back to goalkeeper. Back to Rafael. They'll gradually get themselves out of danger zone. Osai Bismarck is 3 minutes of add-on time as we hit the 40th minute mark. Here's Papa with the ball through the middle. Kuka is on the aggressive. This should have been easy for Kuka. Missed opportunity, and look at the grimace on his face. How could I have missed, he seems to ask himself. Goalpost got into the way, but Team Eastern will say thank you very much as they launch an attack of their own. They get a shot on target. Goalkeeper smothers that nicely. But obviously, Kuka knows that he should have done much, much better with that earlier opportunity.
Yeah, that was Zebe Kojo with that strike there, but not going to trouble Johnson Kobe. And a moment ago, there was some chance there from the Central team where Bukari Kuka should have made it too for the Central team.
Well, I'll tell you what, after that scare and that opportunity wasted by Team Central, the Eastern Regional Football Association chairman is now on his feet. Injury worries for Team Central. There's a player down, I believe it's Mahmoud on the far side.
Yeah, Isaka Mahmoud. Not there.
Linford Asamoah has.
But that is some defense splitting pass there from Papa Eku Kofi on Kuka. Kuka sent in that one, but as the post that denied him, did everything possible to get that one past the goalkeeper. Showed that strength there to peel off his marker, send in that one. But awesome pass there from Papa Eku Kofi to set for Kuka. Got that strength there from Kuka, sent in that one, but the post denied him on that occasion. Good play from the Central team to open up the Eastern team defense. Kuka is always going to worry the defense of the Eastern.
Well, he's got the pace, he's got the power, and I doubt if that was his favorite foot. He delivered it on his left foot, missed narrowly, but that was so painful. But relief for that man in the blue shirt, the head coach of Team Eastern. His side is already trailing by 1. We are doing 3 minutes of extra time. The score is Central Region 1, Eastern Region 0. Let's pardon the score on the screen, but Central are leading comfortably by 1-0. Booted away. Controlled nicely in the middle. And then it's an eventual clearance by Eastern, but this is where they are almost always found wanting.
Yeah.
They can't go past the defenders. of Team Central.
Yeah, Team Central are very disciplined, very organized, and very compact in the defense. Find the likes of Evans Boateng, the likes of Matthew Fori. They're all very strong there. Sam Ekes, Liasu Issa. All those players are very, very strong. The defense of the Central team, making it difficult for the Eastern team to get something past them.
Well, we've gone past the 3 minutes of add-on time. The referee has checked with his watch, and I'm sure that the whistle will go for the end of the first half any moment from now. Is Haruna Shaban's shrill from the whistle. That shrill sound brings us to the end of the first 40 minutes of the game. A game that has seen some amount of intense pressure, especially from both sides. Central picking up the pieces and utilizing one opportunity that they had. Eastern have had to sit back and fight, but have not been able to beat the defenders of Central region. It's been a very tough encounter for Team Eastern. But they have another 40 minutes to reorganize, get back into the game and see whether they can claw back some pride against a Central region team that look very confident and comfortable on the ball, at least from what we've seen in the first 40 minutes. It's halftime here at the Ghana Man Soccer Center of Excellence. And at halftime, a Central region who lead the Eastern region by 1-0. There's a lot more excitement coming up in the second half. Do stay with us. Their might last season and performed creditably. Porter in the house this morning. Young referees are all, and at this stage it's just the Central region. So commencement of the first match of the day. Thank you.
Lose possession there, and the Eastern break free there. See what he can do with the ball. He shoots, but it's way off target.
Idea was good. He lined up for the direction on it. Eventual shot coming from Apraku Rudolph. And then opportunities will come once again and again. You take a look on target. Frank Aduma behind the ball, drills it into the 18-yard box. The header is on. Oh, good reflexes from goal.
Sent in long one. That has been intercepted by the Central team. And there they go again. Nice ball flicked in there. Let's see what he can do. And oh, he missed that chance there. Kuka gets in with a rebound, but straight to the goal.
Perfection in terms of delivery. Not just yet, but obviously giving every opportunity, and the ball going behind him. Kuka connected, but he went straight into the waiting arms of Frederick Amwako, the goalkeeper. But again, the intent is there. Central would want to take every opportunity as it comes.
You know what he can do? The ball is with the Central team. He takes on one opponent, still with the ball.
Oh, some good footwork there from Mahmoud. Goes through the middle. This should be easy for Papa. It was coming. They were working at it. Papa Eku Kofi at the receive. And the build-up was sweet. And I like the telepathy between the Central players, especially Mahmoud, controlling the ball beautifully on that side of the field. Then raising the opportunities for Team Central as he laid on the pass, and all Papa had to do was a simple tap. 1 goal to the good for Team Central.
Yeah, that was a very, very good perseverance nature from Isakam. You know what he can do? The ball is with the Central team. He takes on one opponent, still with the ball.
Oh, some good footwork there from Mahmoud. Goes through the middle. This should be easy for Papa. It was coming. They were working at it. Papa Eku Kofi at the receive. And the build-up was sweet. And I like the telepathy between the set. Lemfoda Samuabuedu has
That is some defense splitting pass there from Papa Ekukofi on Kuka. Kuka sent in that one, but as the post that denied him, did everything possible to get that one past the goalkeeper. Showed that strength there to peel off his marker, send in that one. But awesome pass there from Papa Ekukofi to set for Kuka. Look at that strength there from Kuka. Sent in that one, but the post denied him on that occasion. Good play from the central team to open up the Eastern team defense. Kuka is always going to worry the defense.
As we hit the 40th minute mark. Here's Papa with the ball through the middle. Kuka is on the aggressive. This should have been easy for Kuka.
There.
For that Samuel Boydu has.
But that is some defense splitting pass there from Papa Ekukofi on Kuka. Kuka sent in that one, but as the post that denied him, did everything possible to get that one past the goalkeeper. Showed that strength there to peel off his marker, send in that one.
It's Haruna Shaban's shrill from the whistle. That shrill sound brings us to the end of the first 40 minutes of the game. A game that has seen some amount of intense pressure, especially from both sides.
Substitution for Eastern Region, player Abu Francis, jersey number 6, going out for Cooperative, jersey number 10.
Welcome back, and it's just about time for the second 40 minutes of the game. It's starting off with the substitution board. As you can see, it's up there, and a quick change has been made, I want to believe, by Team Eastern. And James Affle, who was warming up during the first half, has joined his colleagues on the field of play. So any moment from now, we will usher in the second half of the game. And the tallest player on the field, Papa, who's also gotten the only goal so far, gets us underway. Central are now playing from left to right. And a lot of expectations definitely going into the game. NY will be joining me in commentary position, and he'll be bringing us up to speed with what the halftime talk for both sides was about, and the focus of both teams as we go into the second half. Here's Papa. Papa lays on the pass, a shot completely miscued there. But we've also had the high performance from the Catch Them Young referees. They have excelled in their chosen area of endeavor, which is handling the games. And kudos to the technical instructors that have taken them through the process. The likes of Jones Akubiam, who's on the referees committee. You've got Seydou Dauda, an instructor. We also have Paul Dosu, also an instructor as Central Region line up for a possible goal scoring opportunity. Let's also say a very big thank you to fitness instructor Ifa Tete, and of course the GFA head of referees, Alex Kote. Central on the offensive. There's an opportunity from the near side. Here's Mahmoud. Can he? Yes, he can. He drills in the cross. Not the best of responses from his colleagues. And you've been, sniffing out snippets of information from the technical benches during the halftime. What is the focus of both teams? I mean, Central are up by 1, and so they would want to consolidate. Eastern are down. They will need to get back into the game. What have the coaches been telling the young boys?
Starting from the Eastern side, you could see that the technical bench are always gearing up their boys to double up the pressing on their opponent, and also they should be able to block the passage of pass that is coming from their opponent, the Central team. In the first half, they were not able to do that, and also cover up in their defense. The Central team always have balls slipping in the defense of the Eastern, and that is what the Eastern team will be seeing much of it from the Central.
Sorry to cut you there, but that was close shave. A bit of a ricochet as the cross came in. It nearly resulted in a disaster for Team Central. Let's walk you through again. Here's Mahmoud. He managed to go around his marker and then sent in the cross. And there you see, there was a foot.
Yeah, and this is what the Eastern technical side are always talking about on their boys, that they should be able to close the spaces that they give the Central team. And we could have seen a second goal from the Central team.
Yeah. Bismarck getting his foot in the process. Another opportunity this time is headed over. Rising to the occasion to meet it with his header was Isaka Mahmoud again.
For the Central team, their technical side is always telling them to keep on what they did in the first half. Make sure the 50-50 balls, they win it and keep it simple. They already are up by a goal. They can manage the goal, and if the chance arrives, they can pounce on having lots of goals. But it's all up to the Eastern team to give a quick response. It's going to be a tall task because the Central team looks so organized. It's the Eastern team who are trying as much as possible to pick up their pieces, sending a long one. Ball connected there, and it is Tofu Paul who is chasing on, but straight to the goalkeeper for the Central team. Good communication there from the defense to the goalkeeper of the Central team. Boys for the Central team sending a long one. And the boys with Mahmoud. Mahmoud tried to skip away from his marker. He gets a free kick there. It's Mahmoud Isaka on the pitch. Piece of skill there. And Afro James, player who just came in the second half for Teta Bless. 2 substitutions being made by the Eastern team. Teta Bless and Francis Agle out for Kobinat Techi and Afro James in. Now free kick for the Central team, and it is Douglas Nketia who is behind that ball. And Amwako Frederick staged up a 3-man. Douglas Nketia 1-2. He shoots in there, and very lucky there from the Eastern team. Shoot there from Douglas Nketia. He kept it low, and there was a flick there from Kuka. But the goalkeeper of the Eastern had a last touch there, and it's a corner for the Central team. Samakes takes up corner duties. Oh, the ball ricochet there from the Eastern team. But they get it cleared out. Ball in possession there with the Eastern team. Sends in a long one. You have about 4 men up front for the Eastern team, but the ball couldn't go anywhere close to them. Good possession there from the Central team. Good flick there. Good movement there from the Central team. Good lovely touch there from Central team, but the ball being blocked there. Sending a long one, searching for Zebe. Zebe keeps the ball in play. Sends in a long section ball there. Oh, too much power. The idea was there, but too much weight on the ball. Zebe Kwajo, man on your screen there. He can make the Eastern team tick. But today, see from his face, very frustrated. His team are down by a goal, and they are finding ways and means to cancel that goal. That's going to be a tall order to break through the defense of the Central team. Very organized so far.
Good defending from Team Eastern, preventing their colleagues from coming forward. Colleagues from the opposite team, that is. And we'll be seeing some fresh limbs joining us on the field of play in the course of the second half. We've had just a couple of minutes played in the second half, but clear indications that Central would want to cement their authority over their colleagues from Team Eastern, who are finding it very difficult to beat their defense. Central pick up the pieces in the middle. They come forward. They need to put passes through to the right players. It's taken over by Team Central as they go through the middle. Mahmoud's pass has been intercepted. He fights to regain possession, but foot up, says the referee. And the advantage will stay with Team Eastern. Good footwork, get themselves out of trouble. And I'm just loving the way they're playing with a lot of concentration, Team Central. And that's NY briefed us on the pep talk given to them at halftime. They're doing just that. Picked up on the far side, nicely done by Ilyasu. Issa lays on the pass. Kuka and Co are waiting to tear down the throat of Team Central as they come through. Lovely pass from Kuka, but well worked out. Eastern have the advantage. They'll get the ball away through Apreku. Go turn in the center of the circle. There's a battle for it. Oh. It's not too happy that he was heckled in the process. Talking about Kobnatechi. And referee rightly shows the yellow card. Look at the tussle there. It was so obvious. Nearly turned into a ruffle there. Anyway, game continues. And the goalkeeper will pick up the pieces.
Yeah, Evans Boateng for the Central team. Very, very robust player. Always want to win the 50-50 ball situation. But the man down there is Douglas Nketiah, captain for the Central team. Feels he was being knocked there from his opponent as they jam the reaching for the ball.
We've not had how would I describe it? We've not had injuries that have been quite serious. The medical team here has been able to handle almost all the medical issues and situations that have come up. And so we also doff our hats off for them for doing such a good job on these young boys. 2 players down for Team Central. Eastern have the advantage. They're coming forward now. Since he came on, Kobnatechi has been doing quite well, joining the attack from the middle. as they come forward. This time around, did not work to perfection.
Yeah, you can see that now as an Eastern team who are trying as much as possible to use that right flank there. I think the option of swinging in that cross, you saw Zebe right into the 18-yard box of the opponent. Option of just swinging in across would have been a good one. He went in for the glory and way off target, but it's a central who's gets in a long one there, and we have Papa Ekukofi, but this time it's Kuka who is chasing on. Clearance there from the Eastern team. Safety will do. It's the Eastern team who are trying as much as possible to get the equalizer, so the match becomes open. And the Central team knows that the Eastern will definitely come all out to equalize, and they are doing as much as possible to keep them out of that. Good skill there from the Eastern team, but loses possession there, and still a hustle nature going on in the middle battle there, and the ball is with the captain of the Eastern, sensing a long one, searching for Zebe. See what Zebe can do with the ball, try to peel away from his marker, gets one pass, but the second didn't allow him. Still ball in play with the Eastern, but ball hitting the referee there. By signing a dead ball situation. It's definitely going to be in favor of the Eastern team. Kobna Techi blasted one in, but couldn't reach the target he was searching for. Control there from Papa Ekukofi. Let him down there. Ball thrown in for the Eastern team. Quickly taken, but the referee signals that the ball should be rethrown.
Haruna Shaban, the man in the middle of this game, that's the Catch Them Young referee. So far, so good. He's got a lot of support from his assistants as well. Lamini, Abdul Matini, and Karibu Yemini. They're doing quite well together with the fourth official, David De Gea. And they must be encouraged for doing what they're doing. And also to the instructors who have taken them through the process, ably led by Alex Kote, the GFA head of referees. Technical instructors, Jones Akubiem, Seydou Dauda, the instructor, Paul Dosu, another of those instructors, as well as the fitness instructor, Ifa Tete. What a wonderful job they've done on these young boys. And of course, we're seeing boys this time around. If you remember, for those of us who were deeply involved with the KGL last year, from the same venue, we had the female referees also in contention. But this time around, the female have been left out of this. And we will see a lot of them during the under-15 and under-17 girls competition. This one strictly left for the young boys. Central Region 1, Eastern Region 0. We are in the second half of the game, and so far it's been pleasant. It depends on which side of the divide you're on, but Central Region are leading by 1-0. Opportunities coming into the 18-yard box, but again, not handled too well. Referee blows the whistle, and it will give us an indication to go forward from this game, and especially for Team Eastern, they are trying their possible best to get back into the game. Creating a lot of the opportunities as they come. Central Region clear their lines. And then it's Mahmoud who spreads it all the way to the other side. Here's Kuka. Kuka dummies once, Kuka dummies twice. Can he go around the marker the third time? He's still struggling to get away from him. He manages to get in the cross. This should be it. Oh. Central are really working hard. They're putting the passes together. They are finding men in open spaces. They're creating the chances, and they are burying it.
That's so much from the Central team on the Eastern team. They keep on going on. And the man who has been doing all the work for them is Sumaila Bukari Kuka. But the goal scorer is Isaka Mahmoud. Look at Kuka. Took away from his marker, and he managed to squeeze that one through. He saw his colleague there. No one defending Isaka Mahmoud. So much attention on Kuka. He turns away from his marker and look, no yellow shirted player marking Isaka Mahmood, and that is a big worry for the Eastern team. He had the easiest task to do, just to tap in. Goalkeeper Amwako Frederick tried to get something out of it, but it's always going to be the finish from Isaka Mahmood. Goal number 2 for the Central team.
From commentary position, from where we're sitting, I am looking straight at Linford Asamoah-Boadu, the Eastern Regional Football Association chairman, and he is not a happy man. His side is down by 2 goals. He thought his presence here would bring the team some luck. It hasn't worked so far.
Well, Prince, obviously he has every right to be frustrated because the basic things should be prevented from his Eastern side. Basic errors. No one trying to mark the goal scorer and always keeping themselves open in the defensive duties. That's going to be a worry for the Eastern team.
Good defending there from Samakes, preventing Team Eastern from going forward, getting a lot of support from his goalkeeper, Johnson Kobe. He's been resolute so far. Eventual clearance by Team Central. Good ball control, and Papa gets it underway. Good footwork as well. But he dilly-dallies on the ball too long, and it's been taken over by the gentleman who came in not too long ago, Kobnatechi. Can't get into the 18-yard box. Squared out into touch for a throw-in.
Prince, you see what Papa Kofi did there? He lost his possession, but he ran back to make sure to get possession back. That is what the Central team are doing different from the Eastern team.
Frustration setting into the game of Team Eastern. Techi was worried that he lost the ball, and you could see the reaction. And there he goes once again. Techi, he gets the ball second time, and he's brought down. Referee says play on. The advantage will stay with Team Eastern. They move forward to the far side, but the flag already goes up.
Yeah, Techi is down there from the earlier infringement on him. The referee tried to play the advantage, but that's where the linesman flagged offside there, and card has been flashed.
Techi seems to have brought some inspiration onto the field of play since he came on, joining his colleagues for Team Eastern. He's trying to pull the strings from the middle where he can make an impression. It's not worked to the best of his ability and advantage, but it is worth trying. Still enjoying action in the second half between Central Region and Eastern Region. It's 2 goals to the good for Team Central. And hopefully we should see a very successful conclusion of this game, first match of the day. Interesting matchups coming up later. But do stay with us. We're going to be running you through all the action from the Ghana Man Soccer Center of Excellence. Yes, Mahmoud, once again, scorer of the second goal this time. Central failed to utilize or take the advantage. Central come forward yet again. Ooh, pushed from behind. Takes a dive, free kick advantage. Central gaining the upper hand on the Team Eastern. Yeah, he was just about tearing away. Clipped from behind. Down he went. Advantage will stay with Team Central. Evans Boateng going down, and a little bit of confusion. Evans Boateng is still down, and the players are preventing the referee from even beckoning the medical team to come to his aid.
Yeah. That shows you the frustration nature from the Eastern team, and the Central team feels that that was a bit of a harsh tackle on their colleague. As Kwabena Techi.
And a card has been shown, and it's a red one.
Yeah, that could be the second yellow card for Kwabena Techi. He had a first yellow card just a couple of minutes ago, and the second yellow card being flashed on Kwabena Techi, a substitute who just came in. And he becomes the first player for today to be flashed the red card.
And he came on not too long ago, and we saw some flashes of brilliance in his game.
Yeah. Now, this type of game with that intensity, you need more than just being a flashy and pacey. In terms of controlling your emotions is also part of it. You're already down by a goal and being added second one. Obviously, tempest is going to be raised. But there's an Eastern team who are now going to play with a man down. And let's see how they are going to deal with that. The game has been very, very intense here.
Yeah, it has been. Central are keeping their cool. They have the advantage in Ketia with the ball ready to effect the throw-in. And it's a sad sight to see Team Eastern losing Kwabena Techi. He walks off the field, head bowed down. Zebe will have a lot of work to do now.
Yeah, a couple of matches being observed. Match day 1, match day 2, it was Zebe who was danger man for the Eastern team, but today he has been kept quiet. And great job done from the Central defense team. Not only him, but Tofu Paul and Rudolph Aprako too has been kept quiet there.
Central will give the applause. Yes, there's a substitution. So on goes Fosu Didard. And he's come on to replace his colleague Evans Boateng. And another of those strong tackles. Player goes down. Eastern region are definitely finding it difficult today. Nothing is working for them. Simply nothing is working for Team Eastern. Central have the upper hand. They've controlled the midfield. They've held on the fort in defense. Created the chances up ahead. They managed to get 2 goals. And Eastern are still chasing their shadows.
Yeah, obviously, they were going to chase their shadows there. 1 man down. And 2 goals down. It's going to be a tall order to climb. It's a Central who are picking up the pieces, and good pass there. Let's see what they can do with this ball. It is Isaka Mahmoud who is twisting and turning. A shot there being blocked by the Eastern defense. Trying to clear the ball out, but the referee blows his whistle. Flag being raised there. Offside.
That was a late kick there. Zebe should be very careful. He's cautioned. Goes into the referee's booth. That was a late challenge.
Yeah, Prince, Zebe being flashed by the card shows the frustrating nature from the Eastern team. Zebe is not known for doing this kind of tackles. But today, that was a late tackle, and you could see the opponent's reaction. Zebe.
So far, so good for Team Central. They've not done anything wrong. As they move forward again, yet looking for another opportunity to strike at goal. Ball goes over the line. Not the best of opportunities. And that is where Eastern regions seem to be leaving too many gaps in their defense.
Yeah.
And they're allowing Central region to take control of the game. They're also using that to create more opportunities and chances, Team Central, to go forward. Lots of education and, of course, instruction coming from their head coach and the technical bench. They're telling them that this is where the guys are falling short. Take advantage of it. You realize now that Zebe has to fall deep to pick the ball before he makes an advancement, because they are running one-man short, and this is going to be very difficult for Team Central.
Yeah, very difficult for Team Eastern to get something out of the defense of Team Central, but they send in one, but look, and Team Central comes in again. Good skill there from a Central player. Ball in possession with the Central team. Good long pass there, section Isaka Mahmoud, but the goalkeeper is always going to get that. Strong header there from the Central defense team.
Referee blows the whistle. The advantage will go to the team in blue. And again, it's going to be a lot of hassle for Team Eastern, without a doubt. Here they're bringing on a couple more fresh limbs. They need that sustainability. And I think that the gentleman who just came off is Tosu, the strong man. Yes.
Yeah.
Tosu is off, and his place has been taken by Clement Alako. They still have injury worries on the field of play. But meanwhile, the team in white is looking very confident. They are 2 goals to the good. It could be 3. It could have been worse, because they've created a lot more opportunities in the game. Central are looking good, and if this match is a yardstick or anything to go by, then it looks like Central really have a squad that can go further in this competition. So far, so good for Team Central. And hopefully they could increase their tally before the end of the stipulated 80 minutes of playing time.
Yeah, pep talk been going on there from the Central team. But there's a man down for the Eastern team, and trying to see if they can get him back on the feet. Medical team doing a good job there. The technical bench of the Eastern team. Coach Robert calls in one player and giving him some pep talk of instructions. Things are not looking too good for the Eastern team today. Clement Alako comes in for Tofu Paul. Tofu Paul in the previous games has been very instrumental for the Eastern team, but today he's been very quiet. The Eastern team gathers up. Piece of information and on what they need to do. In a couple of minutes left for this game.
Still dealing with the injury situation for Team Eastern. Still have a player down in the center of the circle. But so far, so good. Let's once again doff our hats off to the Ghana Football Association. I mean, the Juvenile Committee has done a good job keeping that relationship with the KGL open, and KGL also showing a lot more interest in supporting the development of these young talents. You see members of the high stand, or the days, I should say, sharing a lot more ideas. But again, let's walk you through the process, and this was how Papa started the onslaught. A simple tapping from the effort from Mahmoud from the right-hand side of the attack. They had other opportunities coming forward, and again, this time it's Kuka who did most of the work. Mahmoud had to do the simple tapping. Goalkeeper Frederica Mwako got a hand to it, but it was not enough. That is the situation in the game so far. We're gradually coasting towards the end of the game. Player is up on his feet, and game will continue. But I must admit, NY is a tall order for Team Eastern.
Yeah, tall order for them. 2 goes down, a man down. Tall order indeed. Free kick taken shot there from the central team. Sensing a long ball there. See if he can go for the glory. But he's being intercepted there, and the Eastern team have the ball. Sensing a long one. But the ball has been intercepted, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Eastern team.
Throwing advantage, Team Eastern. There is still hope at the end of there's still light at the end of the tunnel, and they will still keep probing. Although Central Region seem to have it fairly wrapped up. Just a strong tackle for it. It's picked up nicely. Need to create the opening, need to create the chances. They need to get into the right perspective, Team Eastern. Nothing is there for them. And head coach Kwame Ajeoda obviously wondering what to do to break down this Central team. Now here's an opportunity. Coasting to the far side, he can't get to the ball. He pulls up short.
Yeah.
Could have pulled a muscle in the process.
You can see him chasing so hard there, but could be a muzzle pull there from the Team Eastern player upon Prince. See him chasing there, and that is where he felt it.
Let's hope that he can recover from whatever it is. But from the way he pulled up, it looks like he may have pulled up a muscle.
Yeah.
He will be taken off the field, and I'm sure the medics would have a further check on him to ensure that all is well with him.
Been working tirelessly today, the Eastern team. Had to do a lot of the running. 2 goes down, man down. Definitely you're going to do more than what you are required to do.
Yeah. Meanwhile, other players of Team Central are being prepped to come into the game to finish off where the others started. And we'll be finding out from the player who was just stretchered off how bad the injury is. The medics will be working on him, and then we will let you know. But again, substitution time. Board shows Central would need to bring on some fresh players onto the field. Game will continue though. Central in the good. 2-0. The score is at the stage, and there is pressure on Team Eastern. Before the free kick will be taken, Central will have the opportunity of bringing on some substitute players. Desmond Nyako is one of them. And Atakojo Senior will be the other. Goalkeeper Frederica Mwako is ready. Let's see. I beg your pardon. Johnson Kobe has floated in and is headed away nicely. Central clear their lines. No pressure at all. Issa. And then it's pushed forward. Can go past the center circle. And Eastern will throw everything right back at their opponents. A little bit of a delay in the build-up and their misplaced pass. Central have the advantage. Yes, Frank. Frank tries to go through the middle. Flag is up on the far side for offside.
Injury updates coming from Team Eastern. Pawn Prince, the muzzle pull there. Done so well. Exerted so much energy for today's match. Pulled the muzzle and unable to continue. Medical team are doing everything possible to make sure he gets going for the couple of matches left.
Well, the gentleman who got the opening goal for us today, Papa, is coming off. He's played his part, Papa Kukofi, and his place has been taken by chap in the number 12 jersey, Atakojo Senior, Paintsil. And then second substitution will be made. And you know what Central have done? They've taken off the gentleman who got the 2 goals. So Mahmoud is also off. And Mahmoud's place has been taken by Desmond Nyako.
Yeah, so you look at the change. It's a tactical one. Pull out their goal scorers and bring in men who can really manage and defend the 2 goals up. Tactical approach from the Central team.
We definitely will be seeing this game to its logical conclusion. NY just bringing us up to speed with the injury situation of Prince, who was stretchered off due to what I would want to believe a muscle pull of some sort. And the muscles would have to relax. Don't forget, these boys have been playing matches day in, day out. I'm sure some of the muscles are getting a bit tired.
Yeah.
Not too much of an injury worry per se, but we definitely will have to be checking on these young ones.
Back on the pitch, it's Easton who are fighting for every ball, and they got a free kick in a very dangerous zone.
Yep.
Maybe they can pull one back if they really get it on target.
Frank Aduma being brought down from quite a central position. Lots of defending will have to be done at this stage by our team Central.
Yeah.
And let's see whether they can really handle the situation, as it were. Goalkeeper Johnson Kobe, the busier of the 2 goalkeepers at this stage and at this time. It's drilled in and blocked. Opportunity gone for Easton. Oh, another of those late challenges this time. Going down was the substitute James Affle.
Yeah, that was a piece of skill there to dribble past his marker. Was brought down in the process. Affle James, but it's now the turn of Johnson Kobe.
Yet another free kick. This time it's a bit of a distance.
Johnson Kobe making sure his wall is being constructed very well.
We have done 80 minutes. We're playing 5 minutes of add-on time. It's a long drive from a distance and Kobe goes down well.
It's a lovely drive there from Team Easton, and also equally good goalkeeping there from Johnson Kobe to deny them. A very long drive there from the Easton team captain.
Yep.
Kaiser Kudomo. Have a corner. Corner swinged in. Searching for heads to head that. Being connected, but being cleared, but not too far away. And it is Zebe. Booted out from danger zone. And it is the Eastern goalkeeper who is out, placing a pass, but his colleague couldn't gather that up. It's going to be a throw-in for Central team. They are not in a haste to throw that ball in. Central team. Ball thrown in quickly there. Central team being hustled there by the Eastern team, but he gets his way through. Central team still have the ball in possession there. Eastern team trying as much as possible to block those passes getting through. Oh. That looked to me like...
Well, NY, there's a lot of distress in the play of Team Eastern. Nothing seems to be working for them for almost the better part of the game.
Yeah.
You know, and they would have to do a lot more to correct their mistakes, and I'm sure that head coach Ajiudin knows exactly that. Linfoda Samuabwedu looks very dejected. His boys failing to deliver at a time when he's made that long drive to the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence here in Prempram to take a look at the performance of his team. But again, for me, I look more at how we can develop the content that we have, the quality that we have at this stage, polish them and make them better players, and create opportunities such as the KGL and the 17 Colts Championship to give them a fair idea and a fair opportunity to drive in what they've been able to learn in terms of the processes so far. Central Region, another opportunity for a fast counter attack as they come forward. Ball comes to the near side. It's Desmond Nyako through the middle. Oh! And they're creating the chances. The idea was good. It's just that they lacked the direction on that occasion. A wild shot from Boachi Dankwa.
Yeah, you can see what Desmond Nyako was trying to do there. Pulling that good pass there, and Desmond Boachi Dankwa should have kept that low. It was always going to rise, that kind of technique from him. Ball still in possession with the Central team, sending a long one section for Desmond Nyako. Nyako lays the ball through, another cross in there. So much defense, splitting passes, getting through in the defense of the Eastern team. They're not really doing much. The Eastern team always ballowing the ball and it comes straight at them. That's not the type of strategy and formation to play with a Central team who are very dominant in every part of the position. It's going to be a substitute for the Central team, and it's going to be the number 8, Kuka, who's been very instrumental for the Central team. Coming in is going to be Emmanuel Mensah. Throw-in being effected from the Central team.
What a player he is, Kuka. He's got almost everything that a footballer needs. He's got speed, he's got pace, he's got power, he's got technique. And he's played his heart out. Central still have the advantage. Eastern trying to work their way into the heart of Central. But again, let's take a look at how things will shape up as Central Region come forward. We have done 5 minutes of the add-on time. It could be a last-ditch opportunity for Team Central. Quick reflex from Frederick Amwako. Balloons the ball away from danger zone. Zebe goes down. Central using the width of the field to advantage. Lovely pass by Douglas Nketia. And referee blows his whistle. It's all over. Central Region mastering the game and beating their opponents from Eastern Region by 2 unanswered goals. And I'm loving the way this goalkeeper celebrates and thanks God for whatever victories that have come their way. Team Central, Johnson Kobe crawls, thanks God for his goodness and his mercy. He's delivered a win for Team Central. It's good enough, but at the end of it all, both sets of players would gather and say a prayer. It's been a battle royale for these two teams, and we've seen a lot of camaraderie. We told you earlier on, and look at the sets of players. They may be coming from different areas of Ghana, but they're one Ghanaian, and they get together to say a prayer at the end of the match. We'll be crossing over to the presentations. We've got a couple of presentations to be done to the most valuable players of different teams. We will run through that, and of course, we'll be getting ready to bring you the second match of the day. But the final score after this first match, Central Region beating Eastern Region by 2-0. Also gotten the only goal so far, gets us underway. Central are now playing from left to right.
Of pass that is coming from their opponent, the Central team in the first half. They were not able to do that and also cover up in their defense. You know, the Central team always have balls slipping in the defense of the Eastern, and that is what the Eastern team will be seeing much of it from the Central.
Sorry to cut you there, but that was close shave. A bit of a ricochet as the cross halted in disaster for Team Central. Let's walk you through again. Here's Mahmoud. He managed to go around his marker and then sent in. All right. Okay, Papa, first of all, congratulations. Abo Humodzen, you've played well for Team Central. We win one match, no? Match not till then.
Oh, match in a tough game, but you win 2 matches, you lose 1 match. Into the match, the same argument I didn't win. I hard work, it was in there, that she gave me the win the game.
Into which right there, our teammates, no? Why a crowd then? Subsequent matches, no? Or be winning.
Oh, the next game, no, I had never seen win like we know, they have semi-finals. Until going to be able to win the game, win the next match.
Okay. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Very much. Again, you are one of the most valuable players. How did you see your game? How difficult was your game?
Oh, first of all, thanks be to God Almighty. Although it was difficult, but we tried our best, and so far, I thank God I was the one chosen as the MVP of the match.
You play for the Greater Accra Elite B. Okay. What should we expect from your team and yourself in your next matches?
Oh, okay. Thank you once again. Expect nothing but the best from our team, and we know we can do it.
You know you can do it.
Yes.
You've watched other matches. You've seen the quality. is Elite B going all the way to the top?
Sure. We can make it, and I believe today's match will be winning.
All right. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
All right. Put it down. Their might last season and performed creditably. Porter in the house this morning. Young referees are all. And at this stage, it's just the central region, or rather the eastern region. So, commencement of the first match of the day.
Lose possession there in the eastern. Break free there. See what he can do with the ball. He shoots, but it's way off target.
Idea was good. He lined up for the direction on it. Eventual shot coming from Apraku Rudolph. And then opportunities will come once again and again. We take a look. All right, Jerry, once again, congratulations. How difficult was your game?
It was not that difficult. We played according to what the coach taught us. That's why it got easy to win a game.
I see.
Yeah.
You've seen the quality in the competition so far. You think your team can go all the way to the final?
Yes, please. We came well prepared. And I'm sure Greater Accra is going to lift the cup at the end of the game, of the tournament.
Okay. We can only wish you the very best. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did their might last season and performed creditably. Porter in the house this morning. Young referees are all. And at this stage, it's just the central region, or rather the eastern region. So, commencement of the first match of the day.
Lose possession there in the eastern. Break free there. See what he can do with the ball. He shoots, but it's way off target.
Idea was good. He lined up for the direction on it. Eventual shot coming from Apraku Rudolph. And then opportunities will come once again and again. We take a look. On target, Frank Kaduma behind the ball, drills it into the 18-yard box. The header is on. Oh, good reflexes from goal.
Sent in long one, but it's been intercepted by the central team. And there they go again. Nice ball flecked in there. Let's see what he can do. And he missed that chance there. Kuka gets in with a rebound, but straight to the goal. You know what he can do? The ball is with the central team. He takes on one opponent, still with the ball.
Oh, so good.